Is the NFL about to witness the rise of its next electric running back? A player ready to explode onto the national scene, shaking up fantasy boards, defenses, and highlight reels across the country. Ladies and gentlemen, remember the name, Chase Brown. Because according to Bengals offensive coordinator Dan Pitcher, this dude isn't just good. He's on the verge of becoming a household name. Stay tuned, because this story, it's about hustle, potential, and a young back primed to shock the league in 2025. Smash that like button, hit subscribe, and drop a comment below. Is Chase Brown about to be the NFL's next breakout star? The Cincinnati Bengals are gearing up for a huge 2025 season. And while the spotlight often lands on Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase, there's a new weapon in town, one that might just become the engine of this offense. Chase Brown, third-year back, speedster, versatile. And now, Cincinnati's lead running back heading into the new season. But he's not just taking over by default. He's earned it. He's worked for it. And now he's drawing major comparisons to one of the league's most dynamic dual-threat backs. Dan Pitcher didn't hold back when talking about Brown this week. Quote, "I think Chase Brown is going to, by the end of the season, be a household name. He's everything that Austin Ekeler was." Let that sink in. Austin Ekeler, a back known for his relentless work ethic, pass-catching prowess, and nose for the end zone. If Brown's on that trajectory, the Bengals' offense just became even more dangerous. Let's talk production. In 2024, Chase Brown posted 1,350 total yards from scrimmage and scored 11 touchdowns. That came on 283 touches. And he wasn't even the full-time starter then. But now, he is. And he's stepping into a system tailor-made for his skill set. One where head coach Zac Taylor and OC Dan Pitcher are known for creative play calling and utilizing backs in space. He's fast, elusive, and surprisingly strong. He can run inside, bounce it outside, and perhaps most importantly, he's a legitimate receiving threat. That last piece might be the key to unlocking Brown's breakout campaign. While most backs work on their footwork and endurance in the offseason, Chase Brown did something a little different. He trained with wide receivers. Yes, wide receivers. Brown spent time with Bengals wideout Andre Iosivas, honing his route running, catching passes, and fine-tuning his timing in a pass-heavy offensive scheme. It's no longer enough to be a good runner in today's NFL. Backs need to catch, block, and adapt to whatever the game throws at them. And Brown? He's checking all the boxes. This Bengals offense has firepower. And now, with Brown emerging as a full-blown weapon, defenses are going to have their hands full. Just imagine the possibilities. Shotgun sets with Burrow, Jamar Chase, and T. Higgins split wide, and Brown leaking out of the backfield? Pick your poison. Let's be real. Opportunity is everything in the NFL. Plenty of talented guys ride the bench, buried on depth charts, waiting for their moment. But Brown? He's got the starting job. He's in an offense built around spreading defenses thin, and he's got coaches who believe in him. That's a recipe for breakout success. And don't forget, this is Cincinnati, a team with deep playoff aspirations, a team that's been knocking on the Super Bowl door. If they're going to make that leap, they'll need balance. They'll need a ground game. They'll need a back who can grind out tough yards, rip off chunk plays, and keep defenses honest. That's exactly who Chase Brown can be. Let's go back to that Ekeler comparison for a second. Ekeler's been one of the most productive backs in the league for years. He's a fantasy darling, a red zone monster, a third down cheat code. Now imagine a younger, fresher version of that. in an offense that already features a top-3 quarterback and 2 all-pro wide receivers. It's a terrifying thought for opposing defenses. Dan Pitcher's not throwing that name around lightly. He sees something in Brown, a similar work ethic, a similar skill set, and maybe even a higher ceiling. In Cincinnati, Bengals fans know who Chase Brown is. They've seen the flashes, the vision, the burst, the versatility. But on a national level, he's still flying under the radar. That's about to change. This could be the year the entire country takes notice. The year Brown becomes more than just a promising back. He becomes a problem for the rest of the AFC. So if you're an opposing coordinator watching film right now, go ahead and circle number 30, because he's coming, and he's coming fast. Chase Brown isn't just knocking on the door. He's about to kick it down. From a backup with potential to a future star in one of the league's most explosive offenses. This is the kind of story we love to watch unfold. So what do you think? Is Chase Brown going to break out in 2025? Can he live up to the hype and match the production of someone like Austin Ekeler? Drop your predictions in the comments below. Smash that like button if you're hyped to see what Brown does this season. And if you love football stories like this, make sure you subscribe. We've got plenty more NFL coverage coming your way all season long. This is the year Chase Brown goes from overlooked to undeniable. Don't blink.